And welcome back. This is a Friday night. Now, I haven't worked out this whole week. I've been sick with COVID, and if you can hear it, my voice still, I'm starting to get better. As you can tell, the topic of this shorter broadcast, Jack Daniels Twice Barreled special release. That one's a little bit hot at 53%. So we're talking like 100 proof. Let's look at the next one. We got this Jack Daniels, 12 years old. Now, I know what I paid for these, and these are hard to find. These are rare. I haven't seen them at any bars. And let me check. I'm going to do a little look on the internet for these here, real quick. We got Jack Daniel Twice Barreled. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, damn. Was that really that much? Son of a bitch. I think I got myself a deal. This shit's $350 to $400. Oh, damn. That can't be right. Let me look it up. Let me look at this bottle right here. It's showing. Yeah, it is. Holy shit. That's $300? Dang. Oh my God. I'm testing out $300 bottles here. I got to verify this. Because I know I worked the guy at the liquor store. This was like 6 months ago. Um, Special release. Hold on. Twice barreled, single vault. Damn, this stuff I think is really $300. It can't be. No, $97. This place is showing it. I'm trying to figure it out. Give me a second here. This place is selling it. Okay, I think what I got's like the $100 stuff. Okay. I was gonna say there's no way that shit's $300. These are like $100 bottles. That one, let me look up this other one here just to make sure that Jack Daniel 12 year. Both of these I have not seen in any bars at all. Jack Daniel 12 year. Hold on. Okay. The cheapest I've seen here, okay, $100. Why is some of these places they're high as fuck, selling it for three, four, $500? I've seen it as cheap as 75, but it depends on where you're getting it from, and then by the time they ship it and blah blah blah. Okay, I'm gonna just say these bottles are about $100 a piece. Let's just go with it. Okay, these are bottles that I almost never see at any bar we go to. So I got some black ice. I got my two glasses. You notice we got some of the ice. There's the size of this ice cube in comparison to like my hand. So it's a good size block of ice. I'm going to put a shot in each glass. I'm going to put the 12 year to my right, which is your left. And let's see if we can get that there. Here's this bottle there. Now, the first one I'm going to open up is the twice barreled. I'm going to put one shot in there. Nice big fat one. So you can see that thing's full. Like, damn, Crypto Hulk. Hey, it's Friday. I've been making like 2 shows a day. I've been working like 10 hours a day on this show, like the whole fucking week. Then I got to work tomorrow. I'm gonna make 2 shows tomorrow, and then I'm gonna take a break because I'm trying to meet a quota. It ends at the end of the month, and YouTube's kind of fucking with me with my money. So I'm gonna have a little small party right here. And we're gonna do a little taste test, and we'll see if these are worth $100 each. So that's a pretty much a full shot. So what I just poured there. See, this is what we got. I've never seen this in any of the bars that I go to. I didn't know they had those. And the bartender, I'm a connoisseur. So the guy that runs the Quickie Mart, and it's not a Quickie Mart, but it's a bottle shop, they call it where I live. He's like, hey, I noticed you like a little bit of the better stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, how about some of this Jack Daniels? I'm like, no, I can't drink Jack Daniels. That stuff's shit. And he's like, no, this is like $100 Jack Daniels. I'm like, oh, shit. I knew they had like the single barrel for around 35, 45, depends on how the economy's going. He's like, no, this stuff is $100. I'm like, oh. So he got me to buy a couple bottles. This was around February of 2024, so earlier in the year. So let's give this one a shot. First one I'm going to start with is the twice barrel. And it's a hot one, coming in at 53%. So that's 100 and something proof. 107 proof. Oh, damn. You know what? Let's not start with that one. We're going to start with the 12 year. 12 years old. Let's give this one a shot. So, smelling it. Okay, even though I have COVID, I'm at the tail end. I'm going to get a test tomorrow. Like the nasal swab. I hate that fucking thing. Or stick that shit. Wait, 2 p.m. ready to crack a beer? Who's this? DR 650. You're going to crack a beer, huh? It's at 2. Yeah, here it's, what time? 8. I'm done working. I got a great show lined up for the morning. I'm going to have some adult beverages and be ready to be up by 6 a.m. and start my show at 7. But right here, it's about 9 o'clock p.m. on a Friday almost. All right, here we go. 12 year. Has a great smell. It's like, it smells mature. Don't get tested. LOL, flush it out. This stuff, okay, first off, I hate Jack Daniels. That regular shit they make in that $15 bottle, that shit's disgusting. Like if I'm trying to wash auto parts, or then I'll use some of that Jack Daniels shit, right? But not to drink. This 12 year, I'm right now giving it a thumbs up. You have another sip. That's good. That's real good. You got that wood flavor from the barrel. Just enough, not too strong. That Woodford Reserve stuff, I don't like it. I know it's expensive at about 45, $50 a bottle. But now this Jack Daniels beats it. Woodford Reserve and Maker's Mark. No, that stuff shit compared to this Jack Daniel 12 year. This is good whiskey. I will not drink the cheap Jack Daniel. I like the single barrel for around $40 or whatever. That's good. Let me try the Jack Daniel twice barreled. We got Mel Sinclair, and then you got DR 650. Saturday here only on mid strength. We have 3 games of footy to get through on the telly. Need to stay awake. Adrian says regular Jack is terrible. Yeah, I can't stand that shit. That and the Jim Beam. Oh God, I'm already ready to throw up just thinking about it. It takes back 30 years or more when I was like 20, like 35 years when I was like 19, and We scored some of that shit. Ugh, really like Gentleman Jack. I have had that. Okay, I've been letting this kind of soften up a little because it's like 107 proof. Oh, sweet Jesus. Hold on. Okay, that is good. Even at 107 proof, and water it down. It's not too watered. Ooh, God, it's okay. It gives you a second kick. It don't go away. This sucker fights you. The twice barrel at 107 proof, that wants to fight you. You take a little sip, you blow out the alcohol and shit, and you think it goes away. Oh no, it comes back a second time. You say, I haven't left yet. Um, it tastes clean. This like it's good. I wish it wasn't so strong. Okay, second time around, that shit wasn't bad at all. Um, I guess because I've had a couple sips of these too, and now it's always your initial sips are like, oh, it's stiff. That is good. If you know, it's smoother. I don't know how old this is. A twice barrel. I'd have to put on some glasses. Limited bottle, special release, Jack Daniel Distillery, 100% malted barley, matured first in New American charred oak barrels, and then in the finest old Sco sherry casks. So, okay, so this is barreled first in oak, charred, American charred oak, and then they put it in sherry barrel. I don't know how old the stuff is. You know what? Damn, that's actually it's good. I'm gonna try another sip of that. It's strong, but then there's like no burn. Now it doesn't burn at all. It has you can kind of take it has a very light barrel. The barrel tastes really refined. I don't know how to okay, okay. The 12 year, you're tasting the barrel, okay? Not that it's a harsh taste. Oh, these are crystal. You can hear like when I dinged it with the bottle. Yeah, it's but the 12 year Jack Daniel right here, you're tasting the wood, okay? But it's good. Not that it's bad. If you like more of a wood, not strong wood like the Woodford Reserve and shit like that, that has a very, very woody, tastes like you're chewing wood. Not the Jack Daniel, but you're gonna taste that flavor because that's the maturity, right? The 12 year in the barrel. So let me give it a sip again. Okay. If you like the whiskey, if you like whiskey, and it's got that thicker flavor, I don't know how to explain that. Good morning from Vietnam. You got Crypto Mountain Man is here. Cheers. Okay, so the Jack Daniels is definitely the 12 year. Um, I'd buy it again for $100. I would do it. Um, it's a good whiskey. It's got a great flavor to it. You're tasting that barrel, but it's a good. It's when you drink the 12 year, that's whiskey right there. You're drinking whiskey, and it's good. It's got that American whiskey cowboy kind of thing going on. It's not a bad burn at all. It's very light. Now I don't even taste barely any at all. You got that whiskey taste. You got that flavor, okay? And I'm saying all that because look, even the color in these two are different. You probably can't tell. Like, if I'm looking at these two, they're pretty close in color. Um, this the 12 years a little more brown, whereas this is a little lighter. It almost has like a cognac-y kind of, maybe because it was in the sherry barrel or something. I don't know. But so let me go back now to the twice barreled. The Jack Daniel twice barreled, try to explain it. It has a lighter, no, a cleaner, more pure, not woody. You're getting a light, refined. That's the word I'm thinking of. Refined. It's a refined whiskey. Initially, you're going to get that burn. It's like jet fuel, all right, but not anymore. You're not in the twice barreled. You're not getting that wood flavor. Not as much. It's a softer wood flavor. It's a refined wood flavor. You know that it's a whiskey. It's it doesn't hang in your, it has a light hang taste. Like when you drink something, the flavor, like, you can still 30 seconds later you can kind of still feel it and stuff in your mouth. The This one's soft, delicate, and refined compared to the 12 year. This is real cowboy whiskey right there. Some good shit, right? That's good stuff. You drink it, it's got not a bitter, but it's got that bitter a little bit, and like that whiskey kind of, you're drinking whiskey, and that's not bad. Because these two are different whiskeys between them. I know Jack Daniels makes them both. I'm giving you my Crypto Hulk opinion. Moreno. I use those for most of my assets. What's the best cold storage wallet for XRP? I mean, a lot of us are using Ledger. I mean, look, I think Coinbase is using Ledger, right? Coinbase did some kind of deal 2 years ago, three or whatever, I remember, and they're working with Ledger for something, custody of some things. So, I think that and I have a Ledger Nano. Yeah, I got a Ledger myself. So, but so okay, so back to these. So that's kind of like the rundown on these two. The twice barrel, in case you're just showing up, American single malt. It has not, you're not tasting wood. You almost got, I hate to say it, a Scottish peat moss kind of flavor going on. I don't know if that's because they're using oak and then sherry casks, but These two whiskeys are very different. Initially, this Jack Daniel Twice Barrel, it's 107 proof, and you get that burn right away. But after you have some sips of it, your taste buds numb down, and you don't have that. Stu Lavelle says, "Yo yo, time for a beer." Um, the Jack Daniel number 12. Let me try it now. Okay, here's my final on these two. Both are good. Like, have you tried the Jack Daniel honey whiskey? I'm just trying stuff that's like $100 and up for tonight. I'm not like I don't touch. I can't drink shit that's less than 40, $50. So I don't even try it. I've already done that shit. I'm 54 now. It's like I did that shit when I was in my 20s, in my teens. Whoops. Late teens, early 20s. And as you start getting older and shit, you don't have much time left in life. So it's like everything's $50 plus bottles. Not that that's expensive, but I just can't touch. If it's not, like I already know, if it's not $50 or something, then so I start with 50. And I got a bottle of tequila here, Patron. It's like $500, but I don't drink it all the time. I took one shot in it, so I mean, I got who knows how many different bottles here, different kinds of stuff, but I don't. Those are like I collect, like these, like I collect. I've had this bottle for at least 6 months, and I probably only had two shots total out of the Jack Daniel. Same with the other one, maybe two shots at the most in 6 months out of them. So these are just ones that I kind of test. But I've never had these back to back, head to head. Crypto Mountain Man, how much was the twice barreled? The twice barreled sounds smoother. Yeah, these are both about $100 a piece. I got these when I went to the liquor store. Because the guy knows I like different. Like I don't go in there and get the regular Jack Daniel. I mean, some people love it. The Jack and Coke and the whole thing. Like I just don't like it. So what I do is I'm not an expert and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my opinions. I've given my opinion before on taste tests and so forth. So just if what you like lines up with me, probably on other things it'll line up as well. So between these two, again, if you love whiskey, if you love that full flavored, real American whiskey, patriot, traditional. Whew, yeah. That's good. Um, both of these are good. This has a very distinctive. It's different than the $15 Jack Daniels or whatever it is now, $18. Like this $100 bottle is like we're at a whole different level. And then they probably have, I don't know, two, three, $400 Jack Daniels, or maybe not. I don't know if Jack Daniels does that, but for $100, this is worth it. This is not that regular shit. This is a whole new level of like just really good whiskey. Um, 12 years in that barrel did it. And then the formula, however, whatever they add to their whiskey to do shit, it's their proprietary way of making it. Like this is good. Because I won't be caught dead. Oh, wait. Oh shit. Both of these. Okay, you know what? Wait a second. Both of these, holy shit, they're both 107 proof. I'll tell you what, I did not know that. When I started drinking them, this was the first one, and I thought it was smoother than the other one. The alcohol, when I first drank this one, you saw when I first started, but when I first drank this one, I was like, whew, it was like burning and shit, right? So what's weird is these two are both the same alcohol, 107 proof, 51 or 51% or 53, whatever it is. But these are both 107 proof. The Jack Daniel 12 year, this one at first was smoother, like it didn't have that burn. That was just very strange. I don't know. But after drinking both of these, that is some good. That's good. Like it's thicker. I'm just trying to describe it using words. Like I don't know all the fancy alcohol tasting words, but it's got a thicker, it's got a whiskey, like you're drinking whiskey. If that's what you want, some good whiskey, some bite to it. And I'm not drinking it, I'm sipping it and tasting it. You could pour a Coke in there. I'm sure it would give that Coca-Cola a good taste. I mean, still, it's $100, so it's not like it's like really expensive shit or nothing. But a lot of people be like, well, if I'm gonna spend $100 on a bottle, I'm not gonna mix it with Coke. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'll go buy some Coke in a bottle, not in the plastic or the can, but I'll get the regular Coke in a bottle, not the Mexican cocaine in a bottle, because that. Well, I'm sorry. Well, wait. I'll get the Mexican Coca-Cola in a bottle because the flavors from the Mexican stuff is different than the American. So if you're going to mix it with Coca-Cola in a bottle, then you could probably do that. It would be good too. Okay, last taste test with the twice barreled. It's kicking in, Hulk. Yeah, hey, I'm telling you what, dude, this is 107. So these two shots are probably like 3. All right. And I've been on this show now 27 minutes and I got almost 3 shots in. So think about that one. The twice barreled, hold on. Love with the booze or the Japanese chicks? What? Stuleville, what the hell? Watch her. Thank you, Hulk. Both sound very good. Okay, either one you get. If you want to get either one of these, I'll give it a thumbs up. $100 American, it's worth it. This isn't something that's a daily drinker, obviously, but if this is something where you got some friends who want to come over, maybe like 2 or 3 friends, because yeah, $100 a bottle. But this isn't with this. You don't want to mix it with Jack Daniel. That'll be like not too bright. But if you got a little money like that, and you got 2 or 3 of these bottles, and 4 or 5 friends coming over, and then fine. It'll actually taste better. Your rum and your whiskey cola will taste good. But this is a sipper. Let me go with the twice barreled again. You are getting that. If you ever had Johnny Walker Blue Label, I got a bottle or 2 of that in my bedroom. The Blue Label, you get that like peat moss kind of flavor, right? I don't want to say that the twice barreled has that right here, but it kind of reminds me of the Johnny Walker Blue. Peat moss, very, very, very light. And I know it doesn't have it in it, but that's just what I'm tasting. I'm trying to explain what I taste. Now, I do have COVID, so my taste buds are a little bit effed. But this has more like a vegetable, very, very slight. just super slow, just like when you're drinking a Johnny Walker, the Blue Label. They're like $180 a bottle. A shot of that, mix it with some ice, just a big block ice to cool it, not to mix it. You get that vegetable peat moss kind of Scottish whiskey thing going on. um, but this again is clean. Let me do it again. Okay, yeah. No, I don't know. Okay. The twice barreled, and I swished it around inside my gums and shit really good. That was the last one I'm going to do for the show on that one. When the show's over, I'll finish this off. There's barely anything in there. The twice barreled is a little bit reminiscent of a Johnny Walker Blue Label, soup, but like 1/10 of that, the veggie flavor, but the peat moss, whatever stuff, it's about 1/10 of that. But still, you get that. It's it tastes smoother, and it doesn't have the sour or the bitter that this would have. If I had to make an old fashioned, I'd pick this because when you start adding the bitters and all that to the twice barrel, it's a different whiskey. Let me go with the 12-year again. Okay, totally different. You're gonna have a little bit of bitter sour. This is right here, the 12-year. You just came in. People come and go in this, so it's great. It's worth $100. It's a real whiskey. It's bold. It's got a bold, solid flavor. Kind of hangs. It hangs in your taste buds. This goes away rather quick. It feels lighter, cleaner, refined. It's not the. This isn't the cowboy whiskey right here. This is not your old-fashioned original whiskey drink, like the first drink ever fucking made. No, this is more soft. Okay, no, this is softer than that, more refined, not bitter, and it doesn't hang in your taste buds. All right. That's that one is what I just said. So if I had to compare, which do I like best? I'm gonna probably say the Jack Daniel 12. The twice barreled is a different kind of a Jack Daniel's whiskey. If I were to say, if you're used to drinking the cheaper Jack Daniel's stuff, and if you love Jack Daniels, you're gonna want to buy this one. So to save you $100, to save you $100, if you like the regular Jack Daniel, what is it, number 7 or whatever that shit is? I can't fucking touch it. All right, then you might want to try this right there. This is completely different. Wait a second. So it depends on the drink you want to make. If you want to make an old fashioned, then you stick with this, okay? Because that's more true to a whiskey. Whereas this is going to be like a different experience, kind of a whiskey for you. So that would be like my thing. Do I have a? If I had to pick the better between the two, I don't know if I could because the twice barreled again is a different kind of a whiskey. It would have to depend on what mood you're in. Let me check the comments. Let's see. Both sound very good. Whatever loves you more, Stuart. I'm a daily drinker. That's why I never get a cold. Just other problems. I can see myself drinking that in a old Scottish castle alone in the winter day. You know what? That would be this one, the twice barreled. It gives me a. It kind of reminds me of Scotch. I know that it's not, so I don't need people to say, but it's not Scotch, Crypto Hulk. It's American whiskey. Oh shit, Sherlock. um, the twice barrel definitely has a. It's reminiscent of Scottish whiskey. Yeah, it's different. It's not that harsh. This one's bold, okay, um, but it's good. It's not that Jack Daniel number 7 shit. And I know some people drink it and they love it. Okay, but I'm just giving you my opinion is all. It's different. The Jack Daniel, this one here, do not mix in an old fashioned. It's gonna ruin it. Okay. Um, if you want to sit and sip with a friend with a good block ice, get the twice barreled. You can sit there, discuss some things, taste a really. It's refined. It's not a cowboy. It's a 2024 cowboy drink. It's refined. The Jack Daniel 12 year, I think I got it. Okay. That one, I'm not going to say it's soury or mashy or bitter, but it gives more of a sour mash or bitter kind of a flavor. It's a great whiskey. If you're drinking that, you know it's got a distinctive Jack Daniel whiskey flavor. It's not like um, the Canadian whiskey. No, Crown Royal. No, the Jack Daniel. This $100 shit. It's distinctive. It's how Jack makes his whiskey. The 12 year. I've had a different ones. It's going to be hotter. It's 107 um, proof, so it's hotter. It's 53.1, I think it was, or something like that. 53.1% or whatever it is. Uh, these are two very good. These are great. These are great whiskeys. I don't know if I'm a whiskey. If that's my. I like whiskey, but for a daily drinker, it's tequila for me. Patron Silver. So, but between these two, okay, again, I can't really say. I can't pick between these two. It depends on what I want to do with this whiskey. If I want to sip on it, God, it depends. Do I want the real? Do I want the real whiskey flavor, traditional cowboy shit back in the whatever 1800s and shit? That'll be the Jack Daniels. That's like the real whiskey. If I want more of a refined whiskey, something that's different, doesn't have that heavy, thick kind of flavor, like then I'm going to go with the twice barreled. If I want to make an old fashioned, one of these, I would go with that. Um, and I probably would. I wouldn't use a regular Jack and Coke like the number 7 Jack. If I'm going to a bar and I want a whiskey Coke from now on, I'll pay the extra and get this. It's tough to find a bar that has this. Most people that drink Jack Daniels don't know they got this for like $100. So um, that would be the rundown for that. Let me check some comments. That's it. I've almost got 3 shots in me. It's 40 minutes. Let me make sure I get them all in. That is good. Good stuff. What do we got here? Jamaican white rum. And honey is also good for a cold. Seriously? Okay. Could hope that peat moss taste is unique and memorable. Mezcal. No, I'm not drinking that. Steelville says, just imagine sipping that stuff in the pool bar in Patong. Oh my God. Then a super yacht through Greek islands to Santorini. I'm checking prices now for June 2025. Presumptuous of me. No? Okay, Jeremy. See you later. As long as it goes good with Coke, I'll drink it. Try try the 2 barrel with some of that concentrated cherry juice. Quick. Just wear your life jacket. Twice barrel before getting drunk for board meeting after XRP goes all out. Which one is better for making gourmet Jack Daniel's sauce? Again, I mean this is good. Um, I know it's different than the Jack Daniel #7. This it's just quality. That's a quality whiskey. Um, and the other is great too. They're two different whiskeys made by the same distillery. Actually, the process they make it in is a little different. But it's basically the same. Um, but you'll definitely get some bitter out of this, bitter sour. Yeah, you can notice a big difference. So that's the rundown. If you like the cowboy whiskey, that's good quality. A little bit hot. Do the Jack Daniel 12. Put it in a old fashioned. There you go. It hangs in your mouth a little bit. You know you're drinking whiskey. It's no joke. If you want a little more educated whiskey, a little more sophisticated, a little bit. I don't want to say softer, but it does. It has a different kind of a. It's lighter. Let's say a lighter one. Um, Refined. It's a twice barrel. Both of these would be uh, sit around, taste whiskeys. Not these are not to be drank. You don't drink these because you can taste. Each has a different, unique taste to it. You want to enjoy that. At least I do. Um, take your time. Look, I got 2 shots done. It's about 43 minutes. Um, these are probably worth like 3 shots because they're 107. Yeah, this is probably the equivalent of 3 shots I just drank in 43 minutes. And both of these are great. So, just from what I said, more elegant. Yeah, Brennan, I would say that's a good word. Elegant for whiskey. That's kind of weird, huh? The Jack Daniel twice barreled, it's elegant, refined. I didn't want to actually say that, but if you want a whiskey, look, okay, let's say you're a guy that likes business suits, you're a lawyer, you like fancy stuff that people don't got. This Jack Daniels in a big old block of ice, big fat block of ice, not that chopped up shit, not the small ice cube. Look, if your bar doesn't have these big cubes, I showed you at the beginning of the show, these ice cubes are about half melted. My ice blocks are about that big. I'll tell you what, if you go to a bar and their block ice is not that big, that's not the bar. That's one of the key things that I know. Next, look at the side. Look at the width of this glass. This is 100% crystal. You hear that? It kind of that noise, that's a crystal glass. But when your hand, my glass is a little bit wider than my hand. The ice cube's fucking huge that I got. You pour it in there. If your bar has got these little smaller, no, your glass has got to be like these here I got from Williams Sonoma. These glasses here I've had for about a year. Um, they probably like one of these glasses probably at least $30. You put a fat ass, and I got the ice cube maker. It's like a little mold. You pour the water in. That's from Williams Sonoma as well. It's probably 10, $12 for just the ice cube thing. And then when you make your drink, you put one shot in there. You can sip it for. I've had these things in there about 40 minutes or so. It's not watered down because the ice is still about half the size. But anyhow, that's how I enjoy it here at this place. I'll see y'all in the morning at about 7 a.m. off the grid. Edification. There you go. Use the cheap shit for sauce. All right, I'll see y'all in the next broadcast in the morning.